Yes. What's up, team? Welcome back to Altcoin Daily, where we drop a video on crypto every single day. If you guys are new here and you're looking for a great place to stay informed on the crypto market, then you might want to consider subscribing. Anyways, my name's Austin. Great to have you guys checking in today. Let's get into it. Today, I want to bring you guys 3 reasons why I think altcoins are set to explode in 2018. And this is not clickbait. I want to bring you guys 3 reasons that I truly believe in. We're going to talk about Bitcoin ETFs. If the SEC approves this is coming up next month, mid-August, what does it mean? If they approve it for Bitcoin, what does this mean for the altcoin market? We're going to compare gold to Bitcoin. And again, talk about what that means for altcoins. And then I also want to bring you guys every single mainnet launch that has happened / will happen in 2018 and talk about what this means for the market. So if you guys like learning about altcoins, if you're like me and are invested in some altcoins, then you're going to like this video. But as always, I've pulled a couple of the most relevant headlines for us, and I want to clue you guys in, keep us informed as cryptocurrency investors. So let's real quick get into these. This is a tweet from Sunny Liu. Do you guys follow Sunny Liu? He is the CEO / founder of vechain. Vechain is a supply chain cryptocurrency. Me personally, I'm very bullish on supply chain cryptocurrencies. I see a real use for them in the future. But Sunny Liu tweeted about his bug bounty reward program. He talked about this. He announced this a while ago. If you find a bug for the vechain mainnet that's about to be released, if you find a bug, then you get a reward for it. Well, he tweeted about this just yesterday. Call for all tech forces of vechain community. So far, we have received only few minor issues and 0 critical. So far they found 0 critical bugs and a few minor ones in their bug bounty program. And if you're a tech guy or girl, we need your help to look at more seriously, and I will personally double the reward of bounty of bug hunting. So if you're a tech person and you want now double the reward, you might want to get in on this. If you guys don't know the reward, let's check this out. As for rewards, it will be given in VET tokens based on the current price, on the basis of the severity of the bugs, i.e. critical, medium, high, and low. The reward will be given. And it's $10,000 is the highest limit, while $500 is the lowest. And as of yesterday, Sunny Liu has doubled this. So of course, when I heard this, I immediately went to check out the market. And surprisingly, even though if you've been following the market, Bitcoin has been on the rise. A lot of people are saying we are setting the stage for a minor Bitcoin bull run for July. But just because Bitcoin is up, and surprisingly vechain is down. It's actually been down for a few days now. Have you guys seen this? I went to check it out. I wanted to bring this information to you guys, and I found a couple conflicting reasons. Some people say it's lbank. I guess a lot of some people are saying that a lot of Ven have been selling off an lbank. I guess this is a Chinese exchange. I'm not Chinese. Vechain's a Chinese crypto, but maybe this lbank issue, it spooked the market, causing other people to sell off their vechain. Some people have been saying it's because of the mainnet launch, but I don't really get that. Either way, there's really no conclusive evidence out there. I mean, if you guys know of anything, I will be talking to you guys in the comments. Let me know down there. But I'm still very, very bullish on vechain. It's the most successful supply chain crypto right now in terms of market cap. And as Warren Buffett says, be opportunistic. This is really the best buying opportunity that we've seen from vechain since its inception, really. Since December, I guess, would be the more accurate thing. But if you guys want to take advantage of that, now's the time. Anyway, let's keep going. One last piece of news, then I want to get to 3 reasons why altcoins will explode in 2018. Have you guys seen this? Coinbase CEO tops Rihanna in Fortune's 40 under 40 list. This year's list has the usual big hitters like Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg at number 2 and Instagram CEO Kevin Systrom at number 1. What's particularly eye-catching, catches the eye this time, is that the presence of a cluster of crypto industry figures have been placed relatively high up for the first time. Coinbase co-founder Brian Armstrong comes in at number 20, one spot ahead of Rihanna. Perhaps even more significant, number 22 and 24 are occupied by Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin and Robinhood founder Vlad Tenev, respectively. So for the first time, crypto people are starting to top the list of most influential, most successful. My prediction is maybe in about 4 or 5 years from now, I think we're going to start to see Bitcoin billionaires, so to speak, people that have become billionaires with cryptocurrency, start to come out of the woodworks, be identified, which is crazy because we are so early on in cryptocurrency right now. A lot of people compare it to, the internet in the early 90s. That I think, and yes, Bitcoin is moving a whole lot, and crypto is moving a whole lot faster, but I think in 4 or 5 years, when these Bitcoin billionaires start to surface and be named on these lists, I still think in 5 years it's going to be very early on in crypto, and when these billionaires are named, there's going to be a whole lot of other people that haven't even heard or invested in crypto yet. Kind of just goes to show you how early on we are in the process, but also how big we all think cryptocurrency could be. Let's keep going, team. Anyways, I want to bring you guys 3 reasons why I think altcoins will explode in 2018, and then for those of you that want to stick around till the very end, I'm going to pose a question to you guys. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Where are we? Okay, cool. I don't know if you guys know this, but there has been an overwhelmingly positive public response for the SEC to allow the CBOE to trade Bitcoin ETFs. The official website of the SEC just a couple weeks ago, they let you put a comment in. They let you make note of your opinion, if you were in support, if you were in favor, what you thought about this SEC possibly allowing Bitcoin ETFs to take place. And they received well over 150 comments from members of the public at press time. Almost all are in favor of the CBOE's proposal to list and trade Bitcoin ETFs on its exchange. So 150, almost all positive responses. I really didn't know. Is this good? Is this bad? Doesn't seem like a lot, but, well, the SEC opened a request for comments on the 26th of June, so just the other day, and there was already nearly 20 times more comments for CBOE's proposed Bitcoin ETF than in a similar proposal that was filed back this year in April. So already over 20 times more responsive, which is very positive. It's showing the SEC that yes, we want Bitcoin to be able to be traded. This is good for Bitcoin. If you guys don't know what an ETF is, just real quick, the exchange traded funds are a collection of baskets of assets that can be bought and sold on the stock exchange. They can only be sold to accredited investors, but unlike conventional stocks, they represent a high volume of the asset denoted. So two things about these that are really bullish for cryptocurrency. One is it's a whole basket of Bitcoin. In this case, each share is made up of each basket is made up of 5 shares comprised of 25 Bitcoin. So a single ETF would be around 850,000 at Bitcoin's current price. So one thing, if these things can start to be traded and people buy into it, Bitcoin's going to shoot up because a lot of it is required to be traded. Another very positive thing about this is this is going to make it a whole lot easier for institutional money to come into Bitcoin. Because right now, if you're institutional money, yes, Coinbase just opened up their offices for big institutional money, but really right now you gotta know how to handle wallets. You gotta maybe know how to sign up on Coinbase, all that stuff. Well, which is still a little bit of a barrier to entry. If this happens, then those whales, those accredited investors, they can just go to their own accredited investors and say, hey, let's add some Bitcoin to my portfolio. Let's add some ETFs. They can just go to their guy and they can start buying Bitcoin. So very bullish. That's one reason. Before we discuss what that means, another reason is, hey, let's just say Bitcoin is, ETFs can be traded. Let's say ETFs can be traded. Let's say that. Is it really going to be positive? Well, I want to compare this to something that happened a while ago, back before 2011, because a lot of people compare Bitcoin, they call it the digital gold. For one reason specifically is, just like gold, with Bitcoin there is a finite supply, which makes it valuable, one of the reasons. And gold historically, empires have crumbled, they've risen and fell. Gold has always been valuable. And people think Bitcoin is just like gold. Well, what happened when gold ETFs were introduced? This is gold in 1980. This is gold in around 2011. Well, right here, when gold ETFs were introduced, we can see gold spiked and spiked hard. It allowed more people to invest in the market. And again, just to keep going and compare this, gold's stock value in 1999 was $1 trillion. And back in 2000, and then when it got to 2011, gold hit $10 trillion. So it spiked to 10 trillion. Right now, it's sitting at about 7 trillion, but it hit an all-time high of 10 back in 2011. And as we can see, a couple years before that, ETFs were introduced for gold. To compare that to Bitcoin, we're so much earlier in Bitcoin that some people say it's hard to compare. But back in December and January, all of cryptocurrency market cap, it almost hit $1 trillion. That's all of crypto, not just Bitcoin. And many people are saying by the end of the year, we will surpass a $1 trillion market cap. So the only point of that is, Bitcoin, a couple years after ETFs were introduced, gold hit 10 trillion. It's going to take many, many years for Bitcoin, on its own to hit 1 trillion minimum. So it just kind of shows you how much earlier on we are in the crypto/Bitcoin process, but how much faster crypto is moving. So anyway, what does this mean for altcoins? These are two reasons. And again, I'm going to list all the mainnets, and I'm going to pose a question for those of you that want to stick around to the very end to you guys. But what do those two things mean for altcoins? Well, traditionally, when Bitcoin spiked, altcoins spiked harder. When Bitcoin dropped, altcoins spiked lower. We've been seeing, over this past year, some of the altcoins are separating. It's not always like this, but I think this year that will definitely be the case. If ETFs get introduced and they are similar to what happened to gold, Bitcoin, team, low battery, we're going to make it. Bitcoin, when Bitcoin spikes, I think the market, all the altcoins will go up very hard. Now, that sort of happened last year in December, something that's different about 2018. I think the whole market will spike up, obviously, when Bitcoin does, but it's really only going to be the cryptocurrencies that have some value, that have some use case, that are going to sustain some of that. Because we all know Bitcoin is not going to sustain its all-time highs, but it'll sustain some of it. Right now, there are over 1,600 cryptocurrencies. I'm only invested in some. And the ones that have value, that have use case, and if you subscribe to this channel or you follow the news, I'm sure we've all formed our own opinions on what cryptos that we think have a future. Those ones are going to be the ones that kind of retain some of Bitcoin's success, while a lot of these other ones, they will not sustain the money that's pumped in to crypto at the end of 2018. Despite this, I still think that 2018 will be the year of altcoins. Well, actually, let me change that. Some say 2017 was the year of altcoins. Something that's vastly different about 2018 is we've been having several mainnet launches, which obviously last year the altcoins got pumped when they had nothing. It was just concept. Now we actually have some value behind them. So if you guys don't know, Oyster, Tron, Nulls, EOS, vechain, Fusion, Ontology, Credits, Daddy, I don't know that one. Eternity. All these happened in the last few months, May, end of June. We've talked about several of these on this channel and what to expect Q3 and Q4 of this year. Enigma, Zilliqa, Zilliqa is sharding. Origin Trail, another supply chain management cryptocurrency. B, I don't really know B, but I guess it allows hosts and guests to carry out trustless rental transactions. Travelers can search, browse, book using cryptocurrency. And on Theta, a lot of other cryptocurrencies, the mainnets. This is the year of altcoin mainnets. So in terms of what will happen to altcoins if Bitcoin gets pumped, and who knows what will really happen, I especially think the altcoins with value, those are the ones that have the best chance of retaining some of the money that's pumped into the system. So that's just one more reason why you should make sure you do your research, with these altcoins. We're going to be talking about this more on this channel. I hope you guys got some value out of this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. For those of you that stuck with me for this whole video, and while I still have some battery left, you guys can't see it, but I'm at 5%. One of my most successful videos in the last week and a half was Stellar Lumens. I broke it down. Can Stellar Lumens make you a millionaire? Realistically, I tried to, I calculated a market capitalization. I talked about what we thought, where we thought the market will be, and where we think Stellar Lumens will be at the end of this year. And I talked about the most realistic number that you would have to put into Stellar Lumens today to be made a millionaire at the end of the year, maybe the end of 5 years. And a lot of people got value out of that. In the next couple weeks, I want to make one more, and let me know in the comments what coin do you guys want to know about, where we're going to calculate market cap. We're going to talk about where we think a crypto will be if it moons. What do we have to put into that cryptocurrency to be made a millionaire? Let's talk about real numbers here. Be as realistic as we can. If you guys have a crypto that you're really interested about to know, let me know in the comments. And, again, try and make one that hasn't just been launched in the last 2 months. Something where I can do some math with. So, anyway, I just wanted to ask your guys' opinion. What do you guys think? Anyway, team, this has been Altcoin Daily. We'll see you tomorrow.